Hello, welcome again to my channel, Teacher Joy's Corner. So today we're going to talk about WH questions. Now, before that, what are the WH questions? What, when, where, right? Which, how, right? Okay, so today we're going to talk about the WH question, and let's start with what. When you use what, you're asking for a specific thing or object. For example, what is your name? What is that? What's this? It's a book. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Okay? So remember, when you're going to ask or when you're going to use the question word what, you're asking for a specific thing or object. What is the color of your car? Okay. Next, when? Okay. When you're going to ask when you're going to use when, you're asking about a time, occasion, or moment. What time is it? Okay. So, what is the occasion? Okay. When is your birthday? It's in January. When did you arrive? Yesterday. Okay. Remember, you use when you're going to ask about time, occasion, and moment. So let's move on to the next WH question. Where? Okay, I'm sure you're very familiar with this. Where? You're going to use where when you're going to ask about the place or the position. For example, where is my backpack? It's on the chair. Where is the chair? It's in the classroom. Okay. Where is your house? Okay. Where did you study? Hmm. Where is your parents? Where are you going to meet? Okay. So now let's move on with the next WH question, who. When you're going to ask, when you're going to use the question word who, you're asking about a person. Who's that woman? She's my teacher. Who's that man wearing black t-shirt beside the piano? Who's she talking to? Okay. So, who's your daughter? Okay. Now, let's move on to another WH question. Why? So, when you're going to ask or you're going to use the WH question why, of course, you're asking for a reason about something that is happening. You're asking explanation. Why were you late? Sorry, I missed my bus. Why were you crying? Why is she absent? Right? Okay. Why did she collapse at the floor? Okay? Why are you worried? Okay? So, remember that when you're going to use why, you're asking for a reason or explanation about something that is happening. Okay? Now, next is how. Okay? When you use the question word how, you're asking for a way, manner, or form. For example, how do you go to school? I take the bus. Okay? How do you make that project? How to use it? How to play with that particular game? How? Okay? You're asking for the steps, you're asking for the way, how it is going to be done. Okay? So next is how many? Okay. So when you're going to use the question word how many, you're asking about the quantity. How much is it? Use with countable nouns. Okay? Countable nouns are nouns that are capable for counting. How many books have you got? How many cars do you have? Okay? So how many? How many is your students? Okay? Okay, so next is How much? When you're going to use the question word how much, you're talking about money. You're talking about asking about quantity. How much is it? Used with uncountable nouns. So, uncountable nouns, those nouns are not capable of being counted individually. Okay? So, for example, how much homework have we got? Don't worry, not much. How much money do you have left? Okay? How much money left in your bag? Okay. How much is that car? How much have you learned from our lesson for today? Okay? So, how much you're asking about quantity used with uncountable nouns. How much is that item? Okay. Now, let's move on to the WH question, which. Which, if you're asking about choice. For example, there's a visitor in your home and then you're asking him or her what kind of drinks do they like. So you could say, which do you like, coffee or juice? Which do you prefer, hot coffee or cold coffee? Okay, so which country would you prefer to live in? So the answer is Australia. Okay? Always remember that when you use the word which, it means that you're asking about choice, about the preference. Okay? So I hope that you learned something from me today. Thank you so much. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and share my videos to other person. Okay, once again, this is Teacher Joyce. Have a nice day and don't forget that you are awesome. Bye.